Hi guys, I know very well that this is the darkest time of my life. This is where I know I'm breaking down, I'm falling apart, and no one could understand. I'm begging you people, next time when you join something, just make sure that those people are legit. Make sure that these people are legit and their company cares about their customers. This is where I break down, and this is killing me. And this video is for the world. At this moment, I don't care what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna take the law into my hands. I don't know how, but I will do it. I'll find a way. When I called Clientele Life, I called Clientele Life because I saw Lillian Dube and Desmond Dube on TV. And my mother asked me to take that cover. I didn't know I'm putting myself and my money at risk. I'm coming from a small town. I knew nothing about all these things. I thought because it's Lillian Dube and Desmond Dube, then everything is fine. When I called to take that life cover, I wanted a cover for my mother only, as an individual. But the guy that was helping me to take that cover realized it very well. He realized it very well that I knew nothing. I knew nothing at all. So he told me that the cover that I'm taking is 713 rand something. Fine, I was okay with it. Then later he asked me if my mother, she's taking any medication. I told him that my mother is taking a high blood medication. And he's told me that this cover I'm taking is not going to be 713 rand. It's going to be double the money because of that. I knew nothing. I thought it's okay. I thought it's okay. And when they were supposed to pay my my cashback, they gave me a problem. Then I started to research. I did my research. I couldn't sleep for like 3-4 days. And what I found out, it was heartbreaking. I went to Clientele Life to confront them about it. Because of the guy didn't give me an individual cover. He gave me a family cover, of which is not what I asked for. I asked for a cover for my mother only. And it was too late for me to cancel the cover because it's 6 years and already I paid about 100,000 rand. And I asked them, if I cancel the cover, will I get my money back? That's when they told me that I can't get my money back. Then I'm losing all my money. And when I was taking that cover, I was not being told the risk of this cover. I was not being told that even if I take a cover for 50,000 rand and I pay 100,000 rand, the only money that I'm getting is 50,000 rand if I claim. I asked them, how come you people, you didn't tell me about it before so that I would decide whether to take the cover or not? And Duncan told me that it's not their place to give such information to customers. That's how they, then I realized that's how they let clients to take covers. And they tell them nothing. From there, I went to the ombudsman. And the ombudsman, after a couple of weeks, they told me that I don't have a case. They sent me to the ombudsman for long-term insurance. Even though I was giving them a proof of what was happening, but they told me that they can't continue with the case. They have to cancel the case because I don't have a case. They listened to what Clientele Life was telling them. They didn't care about me as a customer. The other time I went there, it was a big issue, and I was hungry. I didn't eat anything because of the money that I was using. It was the money I had was ending up on a transport. I was hungry, and I asked for a cup of tea because I had scones with me. I wanted to eat them because I ate nothing. Duncan gave me a coffee. All I could remember, I woke up in a hospital. I woke up in a hospital after 4 days. And I asked the doctor that what was wrong with me. Why did I collapse? She said she couldn't take the blood test without me waking up and giving her my side of story. I'm like, how do you admit a patient without a thoroughly checkup of what was going on? That's how I didn't find out what was in that coffee that I drank that led me to hospital. After a couple of days, I went home after 7 days from the hospital. I stayed home for a couple of days and I went back to Clientele Life. But they locked me out. They didn't allow me in. I was with my brother's kid. They decided to come and take my brother's kids to go inside the office and left me outside. My brother's kid didn't have a cover with them, and my brother's kid didn't have an ID, but they decided to take my brother's kid and left me outside. They didn't want to open for me. But all the time when I go there, they never asked for an ID. I was just going through, the gate were open, but that day the gate were closed. I went to the police station. The police went to Clientele Life with me. And when I get to Clientele Life, they didn't want to open. They told us that Duncan, the guy that I had to deal with, he's not in the office. After 30 minutes of waiting, that's when they opened the gate. We still waited inside the yard for like 10, 15 minutes. And with the police, we decided to go inside to find out what's going on. But my surprise, Duncan was in the office. And then after that, I asked Duncan, why did you poison me? What was in the coffee? Why did I collapse? Why did I end up in a hospital? All he could say, because of there was a guy that was there telling him not to talk without his lawyer present. I asked him what was in the coffee. He said he can't answer that. Clientele, they gave me a wrong cover. They've been deducting my money. They say I'm owing them even though when I'm not owing them. All I need is my money. I know what I'm going to do is it's gonna send me to prison. I'm going to go to jail. But it leaves me with no choice. I have no choice but to do what I'm going to do. I just want this video to go online so people will know. People will know not to join Clientele. Thank you so much. Good night.